Babe, it's done. I'm going camping. All right. I just couldn't resist adding, modifying, making it a little bit more stable. So I'll show you what I did here. All right, so I actually put in a little bit of support. Let's try this again. Okay. So I put in some support, so when I have both of these, the right side of the car down, that it's just sturdier and stronger for me to be leaning onto. I make it so that I can lock it into place here. Be a little difficult, obviously, alignment's another thing, but lock it into place here. That's just easy for making it easier to move around and whatnot. But we can unlock it and move just the one. So again, I'll have a little table down here to put whatever the fuck I want, whatever on. So I might put a little something over here. I don't know. We'll decide on that later. But essentially, yeah, that's what we got here. All right. Coming along. I think I'm actually pretty much done. Now I'm going to just do some sanding to clean up some edges, and then I'm gonna flex seal. I got a few areas where I got these bolts that I wasn't paying close enough attention to, whatnot, sticking about. So I'm gonna flex seal a little bit of those things just so they don't snag and cut me up and shit like that. So coming along, folks, stay tuned. Well, we got her in here, getting the first stages of actually using it set up. I say I got made some window coverage just of tarp for this very first run. I think I'll eventually go with the old, the classic Reflectix and some sort of blackout material. But for now, just using a brown tarp actually. And so this here's from a back window. I'm using a brown tarp, and some of these just command strips actually work pretty well. Easy to stick it back on and pull it back off. So it'll work just for this one campsite. I'm not in anywhere in particular that I'm worried about, such great privacy and whatnot. So, but yeah, so here's our basic setup. Let's see, we got a little quick preview. Like I said before, that's how I've got it set up. This will allow me to use this as storage. I got a few things underneath there, backup tent, cords, and some other stuff back in there. So that's nice. And as I mentioned before, these two pieces are designed to move together. Use a little latch there to keep them going, or keep them connected. Otherwise, so that's, I can fold this all the way up if I want to. Mad space, clearly. So I got my chair back here and all this mad space. I really got to clean this up. Lots of wood chips back here, but mad space to hang out and chill in the vehicle and whatnot. And then, let's say I want to cook some breakfast, I want to put the tablet up, something like that. Hold up, we'll get it. There we go. Here we go. We put up the one, and now we got ourselves a little table here. And again, you got that storage underneath there and whatnot. And I'll probably actually travel with this up and use this little area here as whatever I'm bringing. But I was able to reduce everything down to one can box already, just using the vehicle, so that's great. This here is actually extra little residual support at night on this edge here, so that's great. We'll have that going as well. So this is it. Okay, the build's done. Let's see, this here, you haven't seen it yet, but that is going to be my little privacy curtain to go between the two, between both sides of the car here. And for now, I'm just going to stick with, I have some screen, some literal window screen that I just cut out the size, and I'm just going to rubber band it to the windows at night so I have a decent airflow and whatnot. I'll figure out something much more official and probably like, I don't know, I think I'm going to go, I've seen some cool ideas for people using electric fans inside of like small fans or whatnot inside of their little window sills to get a good airflow. So maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. The other one's obviously plenty of extra storage space up there. So otherwise, I'm at the fully functioning. And at this point, you know, look, let's see. So yeah, otherwise it's a fully functioning sleeper. And at night, you know, this, I could either leave this open, helps, you know, just add a little bit extra little knee space or something like that. And I can also pull it back down. I think that's probably what I'll do when I have my dog with me, is bring this down, so this kind of keeps this whole area as flat as possible and gives some space for the pooch. So not gonna do that just yet. But otherwise, the beauty about it all is, I certainly, once you get the window blocks in there, whatever, the window screens, and eventually I'll make it so that it's a black curtain inside of there as well. But once you get in it, you know, I don't really want to modify much to the outside of the vehicle, so it'll be more or less stealth, if you will. So that's the real hope, is to keep it looking as natural as possible, although I think I'm going to get some better tires and maybe lift it a little bit, but you know, that's all future hopes and dreams. But otherwise, this keeps it pretty plain and simple and highly functional. All right, well, I think that really concludes the build overall. It's pretty much set up as it's going to be. I'm going to be camping here this week, and I'll have an actual full-fledged, you know, another camping adventure video posting here in another week or so up at Camp Park, so look forward to that. Otherwise, you know, we'll break down more of how I'm using it, if it's functional, what I'm going to change about it, how I'm going to improve it. I already know I'm going to rebuild it already altogether. Once I went through everything I did to make that, I thought of way simpler ways to do what I've done. So that's probably next year when I really want to, maybe after I take this one out winter camping as well, see how well that works. That's going to be the big test eventually, to see if I can go winter camping in the car. So so yeah, that's the SUV camper build, if you will. I call it no skills because I mean, I haven't built anything since high school. So I don't really know. I don't know anything. I'll just say that I just went all off of those memories, and I built something that I've stood on all four corners, and it holds all of my weight in all four corners, so I'm solid. Hopefully it'll hold me, you know, spread out across them as well. So I'm satisfied that it will. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Cheffen Outside. We'll catch you on the flip. Bang, it's done. I'm going camping.